What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are doing the 59th installment of Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing my Gemini Jets 1:400 scale Everts Air Cargo McDonnell MD-83 freighter. This is an oddball mad dog for Gemini Jets to do, I would argue, just based on the fact that it is a freighter and a bit of a obscure operator here in the United States. They are from Alaska, they have a big presence in Anchorage, and then up into the very depths of the state where it's really hard to get to. So they have like DC-6s, C-46s, and some other cool aircraft types, really old stuff that they fly away up there. So hoping to get up there one day and spot a couple of those birds. And especially these MD-80s, which are still somewhat new to the airline. They've had them for a few years now, but this particular airframe currently not active, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. So move the model out of frame, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the box. So this is your standard Gemini Jets box with the 25th anniversary insignia there, and this was released in April of last year, 2024, and still most of the 2024 releases came with that insignia. Image of the plane, and then aircraft type, and the logo there, just the typed out logo, if you will. I don't really have anything of like a logo shape. There's the plastic cradle, and then the aircraft pamphlet, so you can pause to read that. And then onto the back with the 2024 copyright on it, and then the Boeing license for the MD-80, since they own all the trademarks to that. And the item number on this is GJVTS 2067. So, neat little mad dog here, and this is the first of 5 that they made last year. This one with the Everts, of course, and then in July they did the Delta 88 Delta Flot, the Reno Air MD-90, and then they did the Delta MD-90 in September, and then they did the American Reno Air Hybrid MD-90, which I'll have by the time this video comes out, because it is still early January, and the release is still presumably on their way to the Gemini Jets warehouse. This is a very nice little MD-80 here, so let's go ahead and take a look at this model. So start off at the front, we've got the copy windows, a little smudge of some kind. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like, yeah, I don't recall that being there when I initially got this model, but yeah, that's just kind of there, but out of sight, out of mind, really, I would argue. There's cockpit windows, and then we have the little streak there, and then we have the little cheat line that comes into view. L1 door, the little American flag. We have some of the passenger window outlines there. One of the cargo doors. There's also one antenna right there, the only one that they put on the MD-80s. Everts Air Cargo titles, and the more blacked out passenger windows, or not really blacked out, but just covered up. And then the overwing exit doors, which are also covered. And then there's another door right there. Moving to the engines with the registration, November 9065 Charlie Echo. And then there's one antenna up on the top, so there's actually 2 of them. Did not notice that second one there. And then there is the Everts Air Cargo tail, which is just the Alaska state flag. And on the other side, not too much else to report on over here, but you do have one smaller R1 door right there, a couple panel details, luggage doors, and everything else on this side. And then, yeah, you can also see the screwdriver tail cone there as well. So this is an MD-83, of course. Bottom of the aircraft, all the panel details you could ask for with the very tiny Gemini Jets logo and stand hole. And at the top of the aircraft, you have the one little beacon light and the overwing exit markings on the wings. I've talked about it a million times before with the MD-80, but obviously people give this mold a lot of flack for some of the proportions that are off, like with the nose shape and the engines and all that. It doesn't bother me. I will take any mad dog that gets released in 400 scale. I've been considering the Finnair MD-80 for a little while now, that JC Wings released a few months ago. Even though that's from Europe and is outside my collecting criteria, personally, I would not be opposed to getting it, so we'll see how that all unfolds. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, but we'll see what happens. So now let's take a look at the real-life aircraft's history. I cannot find a first flight date for this aircraft, but it had to have been sometime in 1992 since it was delivered to Alaska that summer, registered November 9065 Alpha Sierra. She then went to Ryan International Airlines in the summer of 2009, 17 years after, and she operated for the Department of Justice, which is interesting. So I presume this is like a JPATS thing, like with the 737-400s, and they even have a 700 now that I've seen pop into Sioux Falls on occasion. So they have a couple of those planes, and they used to have MD-80s. She then went to Everts Air in September of 2014, converted as a freighter, and she was re-registered to November 9065 Charlie Echo in August of 2017, so they just swapped out the suffix, the last two letters there, AS for CE. And this aircraft is still with Everts Air Cargo, but as of September 2024, she's been parked, and I'm not sure why, but it just says that she's been parked, so not flying right now. I know they have, I think, like 2 or 3 other MD-80s in service still, so still some opportunities to catch them while you can. I'd certainly love to catch one of these and other MD-80 freighters, because I know that USA Jet, they have a few ex-Delta MD-88s that are flying around, and really that's all I know for like the US carriers anyway that have MD-80 freighters. And then, you know, other parts of North America, you have Red Air, World Atlantic, and I remember seeing a couple of the latter in Miami when I was there this past fall. Really awesome time there. So hoping I can catch another one of these at some point, another MD-80, whether it be one of these freighters or one of these chartered aircraft like the World Atlantics again. If they send another one of those to Sioux Falls, that'd be phenomenal, and we'll try our best to get those on camera when we can. So I'll do it for this retro review. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.